Welcome to MedTechISO. I am your host Arvind Rathore, and today we are diving deep into the scope and applicability of ISO 109931, the standard that serves as the backbone of biological safety for medical devices. If you have ever wondered which devices this standard applies to, which are excluded, and what unique situations might require special attention, this video is for you. Let us break it down step by step. To start, let us understand what ISO 109931 covers. This standard is specifically designed for medical devices that come into contact with the human body, whether directly or indirectly. Think of devices like surgical gloves, wound dressings, implants, and catheters. The moment a material touches the skin, blood, or internal tissues, ISO 109931 becomes relevant. Its purpose is to ensure that these devices do not cause any harm, whether in short term or over an extended period. Now, one of the unique aspects of the ISO 109931 is how it classifies devices based on duration of contact. This classification is crucial because the type and amount of testing required depend heavily on how long the device is expected to interact with the body. Let us look at the three categories. Number one is limited exposure. This includes devices that are in contact with the body for less than 24 hours. Examples include adhesive bandages, syringes, and surgical tools used during procedures. The number two is prolonged exposure. These are devices used for more than 24 hours but less than 30 days. Temporary implants such as the wound drains or external fixation devices fall into this category. Number third is permanent exposure. These devices remain in the body for more than 30 days, such as pacemakers, artificial joints, or vascular stents. This category requires the most extensive testing because of the long term interaction with the body tissues. Now, let us move to devices that are excluded from ISO 109931. Not all medical devices require biological evaluation under this standard. Devices that do not come into direct or indirect contact with the human body are typically excluded. For example, external diagnostic equipment like MRI machines or ECG monitors doesn't need to comply because there is no material body interface. However, this exclusion is conditional. If a device has components like electrodes or probes that do make contact with the body, those specific components fall under the scope of ISO 109931. Next, let us talk about indirect contact pathways, which add a layer of complexity. Devices like blood storage bags, dialysis tubing, or infusion systems may not touch the body directly but can transfer substances into the body. In these cases, ISO 109931 requires a thorough evaluation of all possible biological risks. For example, a dialysis tubing may leach chemical into the blood during use, and those leachable must be tested for cytotoxicity, sensitization, and systemic toxicity. Combination products are another category that requires special attention. These are products that combine a medical device with a drug or biologic, such as drug coated stents or antimicrobial wound dressings. These products must comply with ISO 109931 for the device portion and additional standards for the drug or biologic component. It is a collaborative process that ensures the entire product is safe and effective. Now, let us not forget about reprocessed devices, those designed to be reused after sterilization. These pose unique challenges because the sterilization process can degrade materials, introduce contaminants, or alter the device's performance. For example, a reprocessed surgical instrument might have new residues or surface changes that weren't present in its initial state. ISO 109931 emphasizes the need to evaluate such changes, ensuring the device remains safe for repeated use. A critical aspect of ISO 109931 is its risk-based approach, which is one of the standard's most practical features. This means You don't need to perform every biological test listed in the standard. Instead, your testing is tailored to the specific risk associated with your device's materials, intended use, and exposure conditions. For example, a device that only contacts intact skin may require evaluation for irritation and sensitization, but not for systemic toxicity or carcinogenicity. This flexibility makes compliance more efficient while still prioritizing safety. To summarize, ISO 109931 applies to a wide range of medical devices that interacts with the human body, either directly or indirectly. Devices with body contact, whether short term, prolonged, or permanent, are squarely within its scope. Exclusions are limited to devices without body interaction, but even those can fall under the standard if indirect contact risks are identified. Special considerations apply to combination products, reprocessed devices, and any scenario where a unique risk arises. Understanding the scope of ISO 109931 is not just about meeting regulatory requirements. It is about proactively designing safer, more reliable medical devices. By knowing whether your device fall under this standard and recognizing the specific evaluations needed, you are taking a significant step towards delivering product that patients and healthcare providers can trust. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to MedTechISO. Have questions about your specific device or need help navigating ISO 109931? Drop your questions in the comments below and I will be happy to address them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we will dive deeper into ISO standards for medical devices. Thank you very much.